Hi guys, welcome back to Empowered Beauty. This is Mardina, and on today's video we are going to be sharing 5 tips for both thriving and surviving with autoimmune disease. So if you are someone like me who has an autoimmune disease, or perhaps you know someone with autoimmune disease and you're looking for some helpful hints to get through, stick around. This video is for you. Okay, so let's get into it. If you're new to our channel, welcome aboard. If you are a returning viewer, then welcome back. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss a thing. Okay, so if you're familiar with my story at all, you're aware that I am a Graves' disease warrior. I've battled with hyperthyroidism for at least the last 4 years of my life. I have survived cardiac failure, a stroke, and menorrhagia, and a few other choice health tidbits, we'll call them. I've been told countless times that it's a miracle that I'm alive, and that my story is such an inspiration that I should share with people how I do it. So today I thought I would share with you 5 tips to thriving and surviving with autoimmune disease. Now, obviously, this is not intended to take the place of your physician's advice. This is simply through trial and error and surviving and overcoming these things, and along with some actual hard proof evidence of things that help. So I would advise you to speak with your physician about these things if you like. And as always, what works for one may not work for someone else, but I'm still here to tell the tale, and I thought I'd share it with you. Some of these tips I'm sure you've heard before, but sometimes it helps to understand how to do them or why we need to. Okay, in no particular order, let's start with number 1, de-stressing, meditation. You need to focus on you and not the distractions of the world. This may seem like a no-brainer, but you would be surprised at how many people get sidetracked from taking care of themselves and focusing on them. You know that when you're on an airplane, they tell you to put your mask on first before you try to help anyone else. That's because you need to be okay before you can help someone else. Those with autoimmune diseases, especially thyroid-based, know that the brain fog is real. So if you don't take time to recharge, take moments to slow down, even for a few minutes, then you won't be able to get through the rest of your day. My suggestion is to do this the first thing in the morning or last thing at night, whatever works best for you. But whatever that is, be intentional about it. If you don't know how to meditate, then try some deep breathing exercises. Slow inhales, hold for a count of 8, and release slowly. Focus on friending your body. Get systems in place and set boundaries. No one will respect your journey until you do, so be proactive in your process. Take time to discover what works best for your being and have those things readily available. Figure out your personal factors. Figure out what works, what doesn't work, and then make adjustments to accommodate your best course of action for your being and how it correlates to others. Some of us have spouses or significant others. Some have children or jobs, either inside or outside of the home. Responsibilities outside of simply existing. So you have to make a concerted effort to figure out how to insert yourself into the scheme of your life so that you can not only survive, but thrive. Meditation is what can do that for you. Okay, number 2 on the list, rest. Yes, sleep, to be more accurate. Sleep is one of your greatest weapons. A person with a healthy constitution functions poorly without adequate sleep. Those with autoimmune disorders may suffer from insomnia, fatigue, or both, in addition to other things. Sleep is your body's rejuvenation and regeneration time. The amount of sleep you need tends to vary per individual, but it's widely recognized that 7 to 8 hours for a healthy adult is minimum mandatory. For those with autoimmune disease, it's preferably 10 to 12. Sleep deprivation is actually linked to a myriad of chronic health problems, things like heart disease, kidney disease, high blood pressure, stroke, obesity, even depression. Getting good sleep can take practice, especially for those of us with autoimmune disorders who tend to suffer from insomnia or extreme fatigue, or maybe even both. To that I say, find your rhythm. Set a specific bedtime and wake time. It helps to develop better sleep patterns. Also, design your rituals, your sleep rituals. Have your favorite PJs, scents that you find soothing, sounds that you find soothing. Maybe a waterfall, Tibetan bells, whatever helps you rest. Be sure to remove all distractions, and when possible, have the room darkened. I like to use a sleep mask. Be sure to declutter your sleep space. There's a psychological disadvantage to clutter. A clear space equals a clear mind, which equals better rest. Let's move on to number 3, hydration. Yes, water. I know, we all know you need to drink it, but do you know how much? It's usually said 8 cups a day is minimum, and that's a good start. But did you know that you actually need to consume 2/3 your body weight in water daily to stay properly hydrated? Yep, 2/3 your body weight. Signs of dehydration include feeling tired and sluggish, and staying hydrated helps you increase your energy and it helps increase your mood. It can also prevent headaches, increase memory, and even reduce stress. On to number 4, having a proper diet, eating well. Keto, paleo, intermittent fasting. We've heard it all, but there seems to be a few key common denominators. Maintain gut health, eliminate inflammation, and avoid dairy and gluten. Also, be aware of food allergies and sensitivities, which are 2 separate things. Nightshades like tomatoes, eggplants, bell peppers, etc. Foods high in histamine or mold that can trigger inflammation and allergic responses. Outside of being tested for allergies and sensitivities, there are things that you can look for to give you an idea of what does not work for your organism. Things like joint pain, fatigue, palpitations, mucus buildup, itchy eyes, dry skin, etc. Basically, you put clean in, get clean out. Organic foods are your friend. Whole foods, free range, non-processed, no sugar, no caffeine. Last but certainly not least, number 5. You. You are the quarterback of your care. You are your very best advocate. You are your own star team player, and you call the shots. This is your life, your body, and you get a say in what happens to you. so choose your team wisely. Do the work to find out about your diagnosis from credible sources and from those that have practical experience living with it. Be clear in your communication with your caregivers and your healthcare providers. Ask questions and fight for the right answers. Get a second opinion. Find a holistic approach to your care. You control what you put in and on your person. You control who you surround yourself with and what you allow in your timeline. Not just your social media online presence, but your in-life presence, your life's timeline, your journey. Your job is to get through, and to get through well. So embrace every high and low, every ache, pain, and pleasure, every moment awake and asleep, everything you have overcome and are still coming through. Respect your journey.